And that's one thing. And you guys know I'm not an OU fan. Y'all know that.
Yeah, you remind us every show. We get it.
I have to. I have to because of the dumbass statements that I make. But I'm going to tell you, even though I'm not a fan, there needs to be some respect for him. He earned it. He helped y'all win and be successful. Y'all beat one of the teams that's going into the Final Four in University of Texas. Guys, he deserves that respect. And I don't believe OU fans gave that to him.
I don't think it was.
That's why I think in his
there's a portion of the OU fan base that did.
There was, I don't say all of them. It was like 50-50 to be honest. But that's why I think in his letter,
it was 50-50. It was, but there's a large amount of people that didn't like him ever.
That little snippet in that letter, he's saying.
Let's go! Welcome back to Hall of Fame College Football. I'm your host, Jason Watkins. He's the coach, Phillip Roybal.
If we hire an offensive coordinator, such as like a guy that I've been interested in, I know it's a little bit different of a system, but Junior Adams, co-offensive coordinator over at Oregon, Lincoln Riley, that could be interesting. Will Stein's calling the plays over there.
Lincoln may need a job next year. Lincoln's going to need a job next year.
I can't do it, man. Wasn't CU just a shitty version of USC this year? I mean, we were exactly the same.
Yeah, listen, they almost beat them.
Y'all should have beat them.
If Colorado would have played with any damn, listen, if Colorado plays with any fucking urgency down the stretch, they win that game.
Yeah, the last few minutes of the game, if they just do
and thank you, Lee. And you should have been saying thank you, Leakin. He didn't run the damn football. He's got one of the best running backs in the country. He puts that game away in the third quarter if they just run the ball.
Yep.
Dumbest shit I've ever seen in my life. Hilarious, but dumb.
Yeah.
Speaking of Lincoln Riley, apparently he's been fishing for quarterbacks. I don't know how much he likes his freshman, redshirt freshman guy that's coming in. Apparently he's already been in Manhattan to go talk to Will Howard. And apparently he, along with Dan Lanning, are favored for Dillon Gabriel.
Yeah.
Dillon Gabriel.
I love it.
I just put out a really nice video about Dillon. I'm going to have to take it all back if he goes to USC.
If Dillon's dumb enough to go back with him, Jesus.
Dillon was never with him.
Dillon was never with him.
Only reason.
Oh, that's right. He's right.
He's a Levy guy. He's a Levy guy.
You're right.
He apparently didn't like Gus Malzahn. And you've heard stuff about him starting a mutiny, but I don't know. Sippin, you tell me what you think on this. My feeling is, and I'm gonna pop this up here real quick. Let's take a look at this. Where is that damn thing? Here's his little letter. Let me fix you guys real quick.
Oh hell. They do a damn template on those things.
Yeah, isn't it cool?
They all sound the same.
Yeah.
Thank you for all you did for me. I love everybody. I love the team.
But this isn't exactly
that.
Hold on a minute, Coach. That's not exactly this one. I only brought it up here because it kind of sounds like fuck you, OU fans, especially. That's the way I felt. Look, he talks about the past 2 years. Here's a Sooner, made memories with friends and family that reminds me how blessed I am. Yeah, that's your cookie cutter stuff. Appreciate and cherish the memories forever. My time in the Palace was a game time experience I'll never forget. Sooner Nation, You held me accountable, and I'm better for it. There's no thank you to Sooner Nation. There's no. I loved how hyped up the fans were. In other words, he's doing a couple of these.
But
you know what?
But I gotta say, I was just fixing to say, can you blame the damn kid? Hell, everybody wanted his ass out.
Nope.
I mean, the guy was a baller, and people are bitching right and left. Hell, I was hoping we'd pick him up at Notre Dame. I mean, that kid can play, but yet we were bitching because we wanted the freshman in there.
Well, that is in a possible shadow, right? Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts, Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
That standard is insane.
How many dudes got the balls to follow those guys though, like him? You're going to transfer into that mess, and that's what he did. Right. He never was going to be Caleb Williams. He was never going to be Baker Mayfield or Kyler Murray or even. And I listen, man. I am not one of the biggest fans of Jalen Hurts. I'm just not. Lincoln had to cover for his ass the entire time he was at Oklahoma. He can throw the short ones and he can throw them deep and let people run under him. If it's a freaking intermediate that you have to have some accuracy on it, you're screwed with Jalen. Their coaches know enough to keep him out of that, and he's a hell of an athlete. I'll give him that part. That's the thing. Dillon wasn't super great at anything, but he was good at everything.
Right?
Yeah.
But you got to have some kind of set of cojones on you to come in after that guy, right? I just sipping. What do you think? You feel like that's him saying?
It most definitely is, man. He didn't take it to the extreme, but he let us know in his own little words there, you know.
Yeah.
And you know, like I said, I appreciate everything that Dillon done for OU, man. I mean, he came at the right time, man, because
this has been a Dillon free. This has been a stray free zone for Dillon for a long time.
Yeah. If you know, if he doesn't come, man, we looking at maybe Davis Bevel or maybe what's the Charles Thompson's son, Thompson, they used to play for Texas, went to Nebraska.
Casey.
He was in the
Casey Thompson.
Yeah, Casey. Yeah, he was on the market at that time too. And he was really considering coming here as well. Him and Jackson Dart. Dart went to Ole Miss. And so, you know,
we were like Colgate or something now.
I don't know where he's at now, but I mean, it was going to be real bad, man, if Dillon didn't show up. Because, you know, we was kind of late in the process, too.
You're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. They crazily thought that they were going to talk Caleb Williams into staying.
And we was holding out for Caleb too damn long, man.
Yeah, that wasn't going to damn happen.
Yeah.
No.
The other mistake I felt like they made there for the first year was that they told Dillon he would be the starter, and they made that a public thing. They could have told him behind closed doors and be like, look, we're going to say it's going to be an open competition, though, because we need a backup. You could have, I mean, that was one of the mistakes as a new staff they made, in my opinion.
They was just so damn excited to get him that they didn't know what to do.
Yeah. Look,
you know.
And Wilkerson's got it. He hit it right on the nose. And I saw the same thing that Steve B was saying. He goes, I'd be throwing them up too. Haters don't realize that DG saved that locker room in our darkest hour when Lincoln left. And I think that was the thing. His charisma when he came in there and his willingness to lead from out front. He didn't try to tell everybody what they had to do. He led by example. Same thing with Drake Stoops. I'll get Drake Stoops. You can tell he's a coach's son because he just showed up and balled. You know, and he played
that role perfectly too, man. You got to give him credit for that. You know, he came in and he didn't, like you say, he didn't cause a stir up or none of that, man. He went to work and he probably was trying his best to teach everybody around him what the damn plays were because nobody knew but him and Jeff. So
Jet, you're killing me, bro.
Hey, they all knew how to run the jet sweep though.
They know how to run the jet sweep. Look,
not very good though.
Well, it's because they never had a vertical element to go with it. They never stuck that in there to, make it do that. Look, I I still, part of me thinks that I think that a lot of it. Well, maybe he did Levy that favor by going to Oklahoma though, because Levy. I don't know how you're going to run that. Whether you got, I mean, it's clear what he thought of Nick Evers. It's clear what he thought of. I mean, and Bevel. I mean, he sucks. So I don't know what you were going to do with those guys. And maybe General Booty would have been okay. General Booty looked good in JUCO, but it's a different game.
Booty always looked good though, so
yeah,
man.
Maybe he was Casey Thompson. I guess I don't know, man. I don't know, but I agree. I agree with Wilkerson that he did save it. And I go back to that story that they were talking about Braden Willis last year. After Dillon came back after the head injury, he comes back for the next game after the Texas game, and he's telling the guys inside the meeting room, they're all spread out in there. There's a bunch of chairs in between them and stuff. And he said, "Hey, everybody get in here and freaking get close. We need to get tight." And I remember Braden saying, "This is our guy."
Braden was a hell of a leader, man. And he's another one that led by example.
Right. Yep. Oh, dude, you know how much the Niners are loving him and got him with the last freaking pick? Holy shit. How did that happen? That guy's way better than that.
Think about if he would have been here this year, man. Oh, man. He would have opened up that offense even more.
Yeah.
But,
guys like that go under the radar, though. He's the prime example of one that goes under the radar. And then he makes it big time in the league.
Brock Purdy. Same with Brock Purdy. Holy crap.
Yeah. I didn't think he was going to be an NFL quarterback.
I didn't see nothing that made me think anything of him whenever he was at Iowa State. I mean, he was just okay. He wasn't bad. He just wasn't.
But you know what? If you think back to him, he was a hell of a competitor, guys. Now he didn't.
And I think that's why he's good here too. And plus, he's got a hell of a. Here's the other thing that happens in the NFL, guys. You either got a good coach or you don't. Ask Baker.
Ask Broncos
Now, what was I talking about earlier? I might even take a middle school coach over some of them bitches.
Hey, I'm telling you, at Cleveland, it's a dumpster fire. They might as well just have a flush sound when you talk about the Cleveland Browns, because Brown. It's awful. Yeah. And then the same thing, kind of look at what's going on in Carolina right now. They don't know what the hell they're doing. He ends up there second. He's washed up. What does McVay and them say? Oh shit, we wish we'd have had him all year.
Yeah,
man. I mean, some of these guys are good, some aren't. Brock Purdy is with Kyle Shanahan. Kyle Shanahan can call plays. He's going to put you in a position to do very well. Plus, they've got a lot of weapons there too. So they busted up on Philly last weekend, boy. Whew. What a game. All right. So that's about and here's the other thing. I do believe part of this is I love it if Jackson lights it up in the bowl game. It'll be great. But Kim, it's not a distant memory. The bottom line is I want to see us be a little more appreciative of old Dillon Gabriel for what he did. It could have been a little worse. It could have been a lot worse.
Amen. I can tell you this. I can tell you this. Arnold could not have come in and done what Gabriel did this year. No. And it's not because he's not better, because he may come out at the end better.
Yeah.
But he wasn't better right now.
Yep.
And y'all, and that's one thing. And you guys know I'm not an OU fan. Y'all know that.
Yeah, you remind us every show. We get it.
I have to because of the dumbass statements that I make. But I'm going to tell you, even though I'm not a fan, there needs to be some respect for him. He earned it. He helped y'all win and be successful. Y'all beat one of the teams that's going into the Final Four in University of Texas. Guys, he deserves that respect. And I don't believe OU fans gave that to him.
I don't think it
was. That's why I think in his
there's a portion of the OU fan base that did.
There was. I don't say all of them. It was like 50-50 to be honest. But
Yeah.
but that's why I think in his letter,
Oh,
a
it
little
was
snippet.
50-50. It was, but there's a large amount of people that didn't like him ever.
But that little snippet in that letter, he's saying,
I think he
Where do
is
y'all
too. He
want
didn't
him
say
to
thank you. He didn't say thank you to Oklahoma fans. He did not. He
Huh?
thanked everybody else. He loved on everybody else. He said,
well, yeah, you're right.
I'm better for you holding me to a standard and holding me accountable, is what he said.
So is he finna go?
So
is he finna go get with Lincoln just to shove it in our face now?
Oh, no.
That could
He
be
should go to
possible.
Oregon.
That would be. I think that would be a bad mistake on his part. I think he should go.
It
If
would.
he's going somewhere, he should go to Oregon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he needs to go where he can have success, have a good coaching staff.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Look, I almost think that if he was gonna, and the more I think about the Mississippi State thing, I don't think he's going, because if you're gonna go play in the SEC, why don't you just stay with Oklahoma?
Because he can't.
Because you got
bullshit. You can't.
We just talked about it. Too many people bitching about it.
Yeah, you can't stay.
You can't stay.
You can't throw the whole damn schedule off.
See, that's the whole thing, is that nobody knows how to hold shit close to their vest enough to freaking just let it be around, because you got a guy. So you have a guy with some experience, and you're not starting a true sophomore with two freaking freshman backups.
They looking at the big picture, man. They don't want to jeopardize and take a chance of losing Jackson just to keep Dillon for one more year, man. Because I mean, that's what basically you gonna ask Jackson to sit again for a whole nother damn year.
I didn't say that. I said you should make him. I should have been a competition, but I also feel like DG may have stepped aside, saying, "Hey, they want him to be the quarterback, and I want him to be the quarterback here too."
And on top of that, DG also knew that he was finna go get paid somewhere too.
Yeah.
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 So it was a win-win, I guess.
It is.
And it really is. It truly is a win-win for everybody.
He is going to get paid. Yeah, they're saying $2 million is his valuation, and that's what's being offered apparently.
Oh yeah,
you don't have to meet it. Look, he's not even. There's a lot of quarterbacks out there, guys. There are a lot of quarterbacks in the portal right now. The only one that isn't might be Shedeur Sanders.
But I tell you what,
I've had the haters telling me that for weeks. Shedor's ready to transfer, and maybe if Florida State had gotten a quarterback that could have stayed healthy throughout all their hits,
fans, man.
they
got
might have been in the college football playoff. What?
College football fans are the best trolls. There's no two ways around it.
It's amazing.